Welcome, everybody. Excited to have you in the house with us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille. Our game tonight featuring the New York Knicks as they go up against the Miami Heat at American Airlines Arena. Looking at Miami, the top seed in the East. They'd never admit to. And here we are, first round of the playoffs. Shaq, what do you think is the biggest difference between regular season and postseason ball?
Ernie, that's the easiest question you've ever asked me in your life. More energy, more from your teammates, more from your fans, more from your opponents. Some players will take the bull by the horns, others will get thrown off it. So you just got to go out and be ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, direct your attention to center court. Now to present the most valuable player, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver.
To the great fans here tonight, to the first-class organization, and to an all-star group of teammates, you are
Wow. Thank you. It's an honor to receive this award. But first things first, this isn't just me. To the 14 guys on my team, the great coaching staff, you guys made this happen as much as I did. Thank you. But most of all, this is for all of you. It's an honor to receive this award in front of the greatest fans in the world. Your support means so much to me. And of course, Mama, Dad, Yvette, CC, I love you guys. This is for you too. But now, it's time to go out there and win this game.
Welcome, everyone. The regular season is in the books. The battle for the East begins. Round one, game one. With Greg Anthony and Clark Hill. This is Kevin Harlan. Doris Burke's on the sideline as well. We'll see the Miami Heat defending home turf in the Eastern Conference. They're continuing to soldier on without the services of Goran Dragic.
And when you consider this injury that he has now, I mean, it's pretty clear. He's going to miss the rest of the playoffs.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Mickey out there with Anthony. Then there's Aflalo. Then there's Ish Smith. And it's Zeller in the center position.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it. He seems to always be the one who finishes. Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Aflalo. Ball's not loose.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one. Don't you love the chemistry? Those guys work so well together in the open floor.
Miami shooting their first free throw tonight. That's good from Winslow. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Zeller took the opportunity when he saw it. Here's Speedy.
The D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Anthony.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
The Heat have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
Move the ball.
Here's
Stick it
Phillips.
to him.
That one is stuck right through.
Oh, he's just angry from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger club right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
Here's Speedy. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, the Knicks head coach had a couple of minutes to spend with me. He talked about how important this game is to them because it sets the tone for the rest of the series, saying to win or lose, what is important in this opening game is that we play tough.
That's
we
a
play
wall.
smart.
That's
and
a
we
wall.
let them know they're in for a heck of a fight with us. guys.
All right, Doris, just 5 on the clock. Here's Anthony, and sent back by Bosch, and they're able to recover. Here's Speedy, covered by Smith. Feeds to Laverne, to the middle. He bangs it home with one hand.
And just a nice bucket there to really just sustain that lead.
Well, a few more possessions like that, and they'll do more than sustain the lead, Greg. I think they'll start to put this thing away by pulling away.
Now here is Smith, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Lets it go from 14. Again, the miss by Smith. Heat on offense. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Here's Phillips. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. For Miami, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. And some changes here for the Heat. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Laverne. Dang comes in for Winslow. And it's Thornton in for Dwayne Wade. Both free throws good from Phillips. Knicks trail by 11.
Timeout, timeout. Guard it.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll.
To show you who led the league in scoring during the regular season. Freak number 1. Here's Smith, and he banks in the layup. Smith's got his first basket.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Here's Phillips. Good D by Lopez.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
Here's Bazemore. He's guarded by Thornton. Bazemore dishes to Smith. 4 on the clock. Here's Lopez. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Phillips, the pass to Deng. To the inside. Good. Nice ball there from Phillips. Speedy's got 8.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Smith, and that one hits back iron.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
And there's the call on Bosch. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Raymond Felton in for the Heat. Laverne, he's checked in for Stoudemire. Winslow comes in for Chris Bosch. Wayne Wade's checked in for Marcus Thornton. And Speedy subbed in for Raymond Felton. And then for New York, Mickey's checked in for Mirza Teletovic. Anthony comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's a Flalo in for Smith. Phillips in at point guard. Dang out there with Laverne. Then it's Winslow, and it's Wade in at the 2 guard. That's the group in the game for the Heat.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Flalo up top. New York moving it around. Stolen by Winslow. Down low and stolen by Flalo. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Here's Anthony. Finished off the break. Anthony's got 7 points for the quarter.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Here's Speedy. He's guarded by Flalo. Good.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividend.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks, boy, was he tremendous. He ended with 47 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a roll like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
Takes the 13-footer, and Winslow pulls it down.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Phillips, he scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
He's played in a important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
And Bazemore kicks to a follow. Pass to Mickey. Zeller, a screen on deck. Picked by Zeller.
For one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Young's checked in for Dwayne Wade. The Heat leading by 6. Young passes to Phillips. That'll... through traffic and lays it in. 14 points for him.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Heat.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
The Knicks making a switch here. Smith is checked in.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one. Talk about some great numbers for Speedy. He's got 16 points and 4 assists. He's having a great passing game and is knocking down those foul shots as well.
Not to mention just the overall fundamentals that he's put on display here today.
There's the pick. 6 to shoot. Off the pick. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
The Knicks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The team's deciding to change it up. And so that brings the first half to a close. Miami ahead, up by 15. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Dwayne, it certainly looks as if you guys are having plenty of fun out here tonight. Tell us a little bit about that first half. It looked like a track meet.
Yeah, it's a lot of up and back. Close down the paint, close out the three-point shooter, get the ball out, go. So, you know, these are one of those games that you enjoy to play.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3. And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And New York looking at who they've got. Anthony is out there with Mickey. Then it's Smith. Then it's Cody Zeller. And it's Aflalo in at the shooting guard. Miami leading by 17. Here's Phillips. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now
to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
That's good. And that's now 7 points here for Justice Winslow.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Pick by Zeller. It's tipped. Shoots off the screen. That's short off the rim.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense. Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Pick by Zeller. Pass to Aflalo. Can they get it? And it's good on the way up.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Laverne, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
And it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Pass to Mickey. Kicks it to Aflalo. New York needs to get off a shot. Zeller.
Yeah, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Here's Phillips. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Give it up for your defense.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, I had a chance to find out what the Knicks coach was going over with his guys. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Carmelo Anthony. Coach said the first thing they should be thinking about is getting the ball in his hands and letting him lead the way on each and every possession. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
All right, Doris, thanks. Here's Phillips. Here's Stoudemire. Lopez with the block. Outside Anthony. Lopez a screen. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And here we go. It's stolen. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Miami. Mirza Teletovic is checked in for the Knicks. Riza comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Smith drives in. Here's Teletovic. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
He hits both from the stripe. For Miami, they've gone 7-9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
And the shot is good. Lopez has got 6 points. The Heat have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. Another shot. Here's Phillips. The stupendous finish in traffic. Speedy's got 26 points.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And Miami making a change here. Felton's checked in, and so Teletovic nails both of them. This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Smith dishes to Teletovic. Ariza to Bazemore. Back to Ariza. New York moving it around. Teletovic's shot is good.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Here's Speedy. 26 points for him. Stoudemire outside. And the pass to Phillips. 5 on the clock. And the shot is good.
Sound offensively. Really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they both shot the ball since the break.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Miami ahead, just... Welcome back as we get set to continue our coverage of the teams changing it up here. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Phillips, he's in at point guard. He's out there with Dwayne Wade. Chris Bosh is out there with Winslow. It's the group on the floor for Miami.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch above most players at his position.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Clock at 6. Here's Phillips. It's rebounded by New York. Anthony drives in. Pass to Mickey. Shot from 16. Anthony can't hit.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Ariza with the bucket.
Almost automatic when he can get the basketball that close to the basket.
Well, defense has to be played earlier in that situation. You've got to fight to not allow him to get that position in the first place. Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
To the right side. Here's Winslow, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And the Heat lead by 20. Knicks have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Pass to Mickey. Outside Anthony. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Anthony's been putting up the numbers. He's got 11 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Laverne, he's checked in for Miami. Dang comes in for Winslow. And then for New York, Aaron Aflalo. He's checked in for Ariza. And Smith subbed in for Kent Bazemore.
Really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, at this late stage, a lead like that has a team really feeling quite good about itself, and deservedly so.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And the Heat with some changes. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Bosh. That's Felton in for Dwayne Wade. New York's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. To the paint. Teletovic misses. The Heat leading by 22.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down, and what will be a win here in game 1 of the series for the Heat.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and On the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Speedy. There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
He dishes it to Felton. Stoudemire, the screen. Here's Phillips. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. 34 points for Freak.
And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
Greg, it really has been. I mean, such a lively, vibrant atmosphere, and no doubt that played a part in the big win.
Smith, the pass to Lopez. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. That's on Raymond Felton. That's good from Lopez. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And Miami can just let the clock run down here. Here's Speedy. Sends it down right in his face.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Dwayne, nice job tonight. But when you look at the games ahead, what's your outlook on this series?
Oh, it's going to be a tough series. Just don't want to...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to...
And we are still early in the postseason. There's more round one action.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Playoff game 1 now, history. Time for game 2 of this series here on 2K Sports. We're in the first round. Shaquille O'Neal is here, so is Kenny the Jet Smith. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Miami Heat at American Airlines Arena. Looking at Miami, they were very effective in asserting their will in Game 1, which turned into a blowout. And they seem to have a mental edge going into Game 2. And after winning Game 1, they've got another chance tonight on their home floor to maintain that home court advantage. Kenny, what does their mentality have to be tonight?
Well, they can't get overconfident. They can't have that feeling that I have right now. I just feel that I know what's going to happen.
I'm a little overconfident. You're overconfident tonight? Overconfident about what?
Because they're higher speed. They've got to protect their home court advantage. So I kind of know what's going to happen in this game. I'm a little overconfident.
You know, they need to take the approach like they haven't done anything yet. You know, the series doesn't really start until a team wins on the road. So they'll be fine, but they have to have the right approach.
Are you feeling?
Playoffs, baby. Before we can work. 20,000 fans in a chorus at the American Airlines Arena. Round 1 of the East rolls on. Game 2 just about ready to tip off. Playoff basketball on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Taking a look at Miami. A successful outing in Game 1 has them right where they want to be with a chance here, guys, to take Game 2 on their home court.
And this is the game that gives them a chance to put the hammer down. I mean, if they can build on their Game 1 win with another one tonight, they'll have a stranglehold on this series.
Well, if you flip the script, though.
We've got Zeller. Aflalo is out there with Ish Smith. Then it's Anthony, and it's Teletovic in at the 4 slot. Here's Speedy, and stolen by Aflalo. First quarter, just over a minute played. Some solid defense there from Phillips. Jacks up a 3. Can't get it to go. And New York the other way now. They're looking to bounce back after the bitter loss on Saturday.
And I don't care how much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that poorly, you're going to struggle to win games.
Well, it's not only going to be a struggle. It's going to be virtually impossible if you shoot as poorly as they did.
And how about that? Just an easy way to get on the board.
And just like that, Greg, the first lead belongs to them.
The Knicks shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. The feed to Laverne. The shot's good from Phillips.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here is Smith. Six on the shot clock. Zeller setting the pick for Smith. Rebound by Phillips.
Really just to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Now here is Smith. Here's Teletovic. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Here's Phillips. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
The drive by Smith. Smith missing again. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Winslow's shot is off.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
In the corner, Aflalo with it. Shoots. Rebounded by Phillips.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
Now, here is Smith after Dwayne Wade's miss. Aflalo outside. He kicks to Zeller. New York needs to get off a shot. That's good. Anthony's got his first points of the night.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge. Always.
Outside Bosch. Pass to Phillips. The jump hook. That is good. Speedy's got 6 points.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Anthony dishes to Teletovic. Zeller, a screen on Wade. The follow kicks to Zeller. And it's the Heat on the break. And there's Dwayne Wade on the assist by Winslow.
That's outstanding hang-time improvisation right there.
Smith kicks to Anthony. Back to Smith. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Give it up for your Heat Dancers. And let's quickly look at the best free throw shooting point guards from the regular season. A very steady group at the line. Freak is second.
Consistency at the free throw line all season. He's as dependable up there as he is on the floor at any given moment.
Yeah, you know, he runs their offense with tremendous poise, and he brings that same composure with him to the line every time he steps up there.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Laverne. Bang comes in for Winslow. And it's Thornton in for Dwayne Wade. Smith, an amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job. I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Knicks trail by 5. Lopez, a screen on Thornton. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
You know, right call.
Miami. Winslow's checked in for Bosch. Wade comes in for Marcus Thornton. And Speedy subbed in for Raymond Felton. Setting the floor for the Knicks. They've got Kent Bazemore. Zeller is out there with Mirza Teletovic. Then there's a Flalo. And it's Anthony in at the small forward. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks was just a man on a mission. He finished with 36 points, and that was just the start of it, notching a triple-double for his effort in what was quite a display from him. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
And so it's New York with it, following the miss by Freak. Bazemore grabs the miss.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
It's hauled in by the Heat.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And he gets it to go. Tang's got his first basket of the night.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Now here's Anthony. Off the pick. New York, no good that time either.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there. Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Now here's Zeller. Takes the 13-footer, takes a big height bounce and goes in.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jump.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. Clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
And here are the Knicks now after the Heat pick up 2. Outside Anthony. Feeds it to Teletovic. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 4 assists in the game.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And the Heat with some changes. Laverne, he's checked in for Stoudemire. Wash comes in for Winslow. Young is subbed in for Dwayne Wade. And then for New York, Robin Lopez is checked in for Cody Zeller. Riza comes in for Mirza Teletovic. And it's Ish Smith in for Kent Bazemore. Lopez sets a screen for Anthony. Ariza has the open look, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Here's Speedy. He's guarded by Aflalo. Now the dish to Dang. Down low, 5 to shoot. Here's Phillips. It's rebounded by New York. Anthony's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Gets it down to single digits. And that's now 6 points for Ariza. Now, here is Young. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Speedy. He's guarded by Aflalo. And there's the 3-second violation. And the Heat with some changes. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime.
No, Carmelo.
All right, we got a few things to cover before the second half. This isn't a game I'm going to let slip away from us. We need this one. First of all, a big nod to how well we've taken care of the...
It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this game 2.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Speedy. 13 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
He really has, Clark. Always with his head up, looking to make the pass, trying to find the open man.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Miami, Phillips. He's in at point guard. Winslow is out there with Chris Bosh. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Laverne in at the 5.
Getting the half off to a good start here already with some penetration.
The shot's good from Phillips.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
And Aflalo kicks to Smith. Anthony left side. Baseline J on the way. It's hauled in by the Heat. Laverne's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Wade kicks to Laverne. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Laverne's got 7.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Lets it go from 11.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Phillips. Can't get it to go. And New York the other way now.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
New York, no good that time either. The Heat leading by 14. Passed away. To the wing on the left. Fades. And another basket for Miami.
Wow. Faded away and floated it right over the big guy. That shot is almost impossible to block.
And Teletovic kicks to Aflalo. The pass to Smith. They need this. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And during this break, let's take a look at some of the very best perimeter passers in basketball. These were the regular season assist leaders from the shooting guard position. Dwayne Wade on top.
And with his skill as a distributor, he's probably just as comfortable at the point guard position as he is off the ball. They need him there at times in a pinch.
Boy, I really like an off guard who shares the ball as well as he does. I mean, that's an invaluable piece to their puzzle, and that's the kind of flexibility they get by having him on their roster.
Here's Bazemore following the basket by Freak. Anthony with it.
That's a wall.
And good on the basket. Book it. Anthony's got 4 this quarter.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
Phillips. And Luol Deng gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Knicks, Lopez comes in for Cody Zeller, and it's Mickey in for Mirza Teletovic.
Timeout. Start it.
New York calls timeout.
They set the pick to the paint, off the pick, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
And a fast break now for the Knicks. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Winslow. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Phillips, and he makes good on the layup. Speedy's got 9 points here in the second half.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And Bazemore kicks to Anthony. To the inside, here's Smith, rejected by Phillips. And they'll keep possession. Just 4 to shoot. Tries again. Again, the miss by Smith.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Miami.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Now, here's Wade. They get it back. Phillips. And the layup's good off the glass. Speedy's got 26 points.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Miami leading by 16. Good on the triple. Speedy's got 16 here in the second half.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Smith, the pass to Anthony. Back to Smith. Pass to Mickey. Bazemore dishes to Carmelo. And it's Anthony again missing.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Beyond the arc. No good from Phillips. Knicks trail by 19. Guys are looking for a spark here. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. That free throw good from Phillips.
Money.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Give it up for your Heat Dancers.
And we welcome you back to the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. Mickey's checked in for New York. Anthony comes in for Aaron Aflalo. And New York looking at who they've got. Mirza Teletovic out there with Mickey. Then there's Kent Bazemore. Then it's Anthony. And it's Ariza in at the shooting guard position. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Mickey. But they'll get another chance. Kicks it out to Ariza. Inside. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
So for the Knicks, Lopez, he's checked in for Mirza Teletovic. Mayo comes in for Anthony. And it's Anderson in for Kent Bazemore. Here's Speedy. And it's Dang in the corner. Good ball movement here by Miami. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. First free throw is good. And the Heat making a change here. Felton's checked in. Both free throws good from Phillips.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge, too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball.
They've stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Not lacking in confidence, and I really like that. Sometimes you see teams get conservative once they get a lead, playing not to lose.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
And, guys, that's going to wrap it up. Fans are piling out the exits. Obviously a huge win here in Game 2 for the Heat.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Speedy. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Laverne, he's checked in for Miami. Thornton comes in for Young. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for the Knicks. Here's Phillips, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Speedy's got 35. And Anderson gets to Ariza. Aflalo outside. Inside. Here's Mickey. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim. Knew he was going to get hit and still was able to finish.
Here's Speedy. No good. In and out. Off the rim. Anderson outside. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, men amongst boys tonight.
Cool, Chris.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Freak. No matter what they threw at him during the second half, it seemed like he had the answer and was able to find all the shots he wanted.
You know, Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combine his smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
Well, the players are where you're really tested. His performance tonight was an example of the kinds of performance.
And we are still early in the postseason. There's more round 1 action of the NBA playoffs coming your way. For Shaq,
Bye.